Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gaming Daddy channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Outriders demo. Depending on when you're watching this video, I would like for the conversation to even stretch across to people who have played the demo, are ready to play the demo, or who haven't played the demo or never even heard of the game itself. Now I get it. I'm talking about Outriders, but I'm using the Division 2 footage. Well, I don't have any Outriders footage until maybe when the demo comes out and I can get my hands on it. So this is the footage of a game that I play a lot of, and I'll be having some pertinent discussions that cut across both games anyways. So that's why I'm using the footage from the Division 2. Now, when the Outriders team kind of posted their delay early this year and talked about having a demo ready, I went ahead on Twitter and I replied to their comment and said, yo, you guys have to make sure that you have this demo and everybody in the gaming community, especially the old school gamers, will enjoy and support this initiative. In fact, that comment resonated so well, a lot of people basically backed it up and said, for sure, this is something gamers want to see. Even the Outriders account that posted this, I think, basically liked that comment. I think they did. Did they or they replied to it? I can't remember, man. So many things on Twitter these days. I don't really know how to use the platform, but it looked like somebody from there liked it. Anyways, that brings me to this discussion here because just lately, EA canceled Anthem. Basically, Anthem is not going forward. I mean, yes, it's probably still going to be there, but there's not going to be any Anthem 2.0. Based on the reporting from Daddy Fuye, he said, that the company is citing the COVID-19 virus and all of that stuff. And so it brings me to this place where I'm like, I wonder how, as a content creator, and as somebody who basically goes into these games, I put my money on them, and all of that stuff, how can I, in a sense, serve the gaming community about video games like these? Now, I do try my best. Many people, will say, oh, but, you usually sing the praises of Tom Clancy's The Division 2. But that is only because I actually made a video telling people that I was going to do that. And I told people not to buy the game. If you want to check it, get back a year ago, look through my videos. I actually did make videos telling people, do not pre-order the Division 2. I told people that this game is probably going to have issues and many of us in the Division fandom are still going to be engaging in it. I gave all my disclaimers earlier. That's usually why I can basically say whatever it is I want to say, because I've already covered those bases, even though many may have missed it. And so I'm looking and saying, how is it easier for me to be able to cover these bases? And the truth is, I usually go into a lot of these games with zero expectations. And you may wonder, zero expectations, man, how is that possible that you're going to go into these games with zero expectations? Well, when I'm going into these video games, including the Division 2, I never really expect that these games are able to provide, some level of, I would say, enjoyment to me. If anything, I'm going in just saying, what is this game about? And if the game can catch my interest, then that is exactly what it is that I'm going to engage the game as a game that catches my interest. And so that is something that I want to bring this conversation full circle around. You see, when Outriders comes out with the demo, or if you've already played the demo, I think this is the best time for people to shape this game to be exactly what gamers want. Sometimes developers think they know what gamers want. Sometimes gamers think they know what they want. But at the end of the day, both parties don't necessarily understand what it is that the other party actually wants or can give. But in a demo situation like this, it might be the best time to be able to put that feedback forward to this development team and hold them heavily accountable. You see, Anthem did its beta. Anthem also used the EA game changers to be able to come out here and tell people that this game was actually a decent game, when in reality, the game was not even finished. You see, I even made a video when people were mocking Anthem, and I said, anybody who wants to play Anthem, it's within their rights to do so and play whatever game they want to play. But that does not, in a sense, dissolve EA of this atrocity pretty much of bringing out a half-baked game and then going out there to not follow through the game and cancel it because, like we know, it's EA. Having played FIFA for many years, I'm not surprised that this company did even do that. And so this is where we're standing. If you've watched the Outriders video, if you've actually played the Outriders demo, what do you think? Or if you are yet to play it, what do you expect going in? Are you hyped that this game is going to be some amazing, awesome PvE experience? Or are you keeping your own expectations realistic and saying, if this game doesn't necessarily turn out to be everything that I want it to be, it's a demo and I can give feedback, but I'm not going to go in there and be super disappointed or whatever. I'm going to take my time, give some constructive feedback wherever it is that the feedback channels are, and then go and basically go out for it. Somebody like me, I'll most likely be buying the game day one. Whether or not I'll be covering it, I don't know, man. I like covering the Division. I've always liked covering the Division. Every other game that I'm going to cover, I'll usually set up a whole new, channel or whatever for it, or I'll do maybe only 10 videos. So if you see me making Outriders videos, just start counting. After 10, I'll probably be done because huge Division fan here. But at the same time, I want to say that I would love to see Outriders basically do well, because Outriders is basically targeting an audience in the market. It's a very niche audience, and not just necessarily a niche audience, but one that already finds its home in a very few games. And that's the Division 2 and Destiny. Now, many people might say, but you would say that Destiny actually much more, but think about it. The Division actually, its strongest part of its game, many people don't necessarily know this. From a lot of the noise you hear on the internet, you wouldn't know, but it's the PvE game. The PvE game is absolutely stellar. You can rate the Division 2's PvE at a 10 out of 10 in this time of life of the game. Basically, the experience is full. The experience is basically robust and complete right now, save a few cutscenes from Fei Lao. But that is an opening for even more content down the road, if you get what I mean. And this audience is what Outriders is coming from. Outriders doesn't have a PvP. And so I think this is the measure. This is what people are going to be judging this game on. But at the same time, it's not necessarily trying to also be the Division. It wants to be its own thing, but it is marketing itself heavily towards the Division audience. I mean, if you're in the Division community, you already know how some of the approaches that they're taking in their talk about the end game, which is somewhat very similar to the Division 2's own marketing as well, where they talked about the end game and all of that stuff. But then at the end of the day, keep your expectations realistic. Don't go into this game thinking that it's going to, take over your Destiny fix. Don't go into the game thinking that it's going to do what Warframe did for you. Outriders is going to be its own game and unique game. The best approach is to go in thinking what the game is trying to offer and take that for exactly what it is. I'll leave this conversation here, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think, if you've played the Outriders demo, that it's a game that you can actually hang with? If you haven't, do you think that you're going to at least try the demo? And, if you've tried the demo, what do you think? Tell us. We would like to know. I would like to know in the comment section. So I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you very much for your time and audience. Hopefully we'll see you in another one. Peace out.